We're clearly in an epidemic because the quality of our diet is steadily declining.
Because the primary driver is diet, it's also the way in which we need to find a way out.
Hi, I'm Lenore Eklund. I'm the director of the film Food is Medicine, a documentary that explores the question, can we reverse chronic disease with food? In 2000, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease and was put on powerful prescription medications and steroids to recover. In the middle of shooting my last documentary, my symptoms returned. However, this time I was able to restore my health just by changing what was on my plate. The difference in healing with food was so remarkable, and with over 117 million Americans also suffering from chronic disease, I knew I had to pick up my camera and find out just how powerful food could be.
If you fix the root cause, which is diet and lifestyle, you could roll back these progressive diseases.
It's amazing how quickly the body responds when it has the tools it needs, and I think the tools that are the most accessible for the body come in food form.
My body started responding, miracles started happening, and it continues to happen even to this day.
I wasn't able to drive for many years. I actually bought a new car. Got a little red Fiat.
The consumers of healthcare are actually very interested in having primary care physicians who can talk about food as medicine.
It's like a complete change now. I have a normal life, I work normal hours, I'm able to adventure.
Changing habits to heal is not an easy thing to do, especially when we live in a culture where pills are prescribed over vegetables. With this film, we are documenting the shift that is happening right now in the medical field, as well as business and public health. We are also following 3 individuals who began food journeys to heal their chronic diseases. Their struggles, frustrations, and obstacles are a portrayal of what we are all up against to restore health in today's culture.
A lot of people don't realize, I didn't realize what I was doing to my own body. And so that has been a real sort of realization about how I want to live my life. And with that comes the whole, how do I do this?
Even besides the medications, like I want to be a good role model for my boys. For me, I'm starting to realize more and more that it's an investment that you have to make, or else you end up with this, right?
If I were able to be well again, I would never take anything for granted again, because that's all I want. It's all I want out of anything in the world. I want to feel better. I want this to go away. I want to be the old me, back when I did take everything for granted.
How do we repair the ecosystem that is within us? And how do we know what we should be eating? We traveled to Iowa to talk with Dr. Terry Walls. Her own journey of healing multiple sclerosis led to research that is now beginning to answer these questions.
My partners all watch me, go from walking around to wheelchair, to tilt recline wheelchair, to zero gravity chair, to beginning to struggle with brain fog. And then they saw, in a year's time, I'm walking around with a cane, then without a cane, and then biking. This really changes how I practice medicine. I'm not really relying on drugs. I'm focused on food. So the future of healthcare is teaching people how to create more and more health in their lives.
Let's change our approach to healing chronic disease together. It can start on your plate in your home today. They can grow when you share this campaign with your friends. And it'll go further with your contribution to this film. This is your opportunity to help create a culture of health.
And I think we could reverse the healthcare conditions of people in our society over the next generation.
I'm thriving, even better than I was before I was ever diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
I still can't eat bread, but I have a lot of things going for me. I'm really grateful for feeling the way that I do now.
If we go back, even as physicians, to our very first class in biochemistry, it's about food. It's about food as medicine.